Hi. If you want to study for a bachelor degree in China, this one video is enough for you. It covers everything you need to know. This video is made especially for bachelor students who want to study in China on a scholarship. So sit back, watch till the end, and you will have all the information you need to know.
一阴一阳之谓道，仔细东来。财从八方来，财。
Hello everyone. My name is Thomas. I am here to guide you completely step by step everything about China Scholarship. First we discuss about CSC Scholarship. The scholarship is called the Chinese Government Scholarship, or simply CGS. It is managed by the China Scholarship Council, also known as CSC, under China's Ministry of Education. The goal is simple: to bring talented students from all over the world to study in China. Today, more than 280 Chinese universities are part of this scholarship program. The scholarship is open to students from over 180 countries. So, no matter where you are from, there is a good chance you are eligible to apply. For a bachelor degree, you will usually need to be between 18 and 25 years old, and you must have completed high school. Now, you might be wondering, what do you actually get? First, your tuition fees are fully covered. That means you do not pay anything for your studies. Second, you will receive accommodation. In most cases, that's a free room in the university dormitory. Sometimes, instead of a dorm room, you will receive a housing allowance. Third, you will get a monthly living stipend. For bachelor students, it is 2,500 Chinese yuan every month. Fourth, you will also receive comprehensive medical insurance. So if you ever need medical care while you are studying, you are covered. Overall, it is a generous scholarship. It is enough to live comfortably, eat well, and even travel and explore new places during your studies. Now, let's talk about the three types of the Chinese government scholarship, Type A, Type B, and Type C. Understanding the difference will help you figure out which one is the right choice for you. Let's start with Type C. And then Type A at the end, we discuss Type B. And it's the main part. Let's start Type C. Type C is designed for special or designated programs. These are usually offered through bilateral agreements between China and other countries, or through partnerships with international organizations or specific institutions. Now, let's move on to Type A. Type A is known as the bilateral program. With this option, you apply through your own country. That could be the Chinese embassy or another government department responsible for scholarship nominations. You submit your application there, and they select the strongest candidates to recommend to the Chinese government. Next is Type B. Type B is called the university program. This one is much more direct. You apply straight to the Chinese university you want to attend, and the university itself decides whether you will receive the scholarship. And here is a bonus tip, especially for bachelor students. Some universities offer something called the 1+4 program. Here is how it works. You spend 1 full year learning Chinese, with your scholarship fully covering your expenses. After you pass the HSK Level 4 exam, you begin your 4-year bachelor degree. If you do not speak Chinese yet, but you are interested in a Chinese-taught program, this can be an excellent option. Now, here is something every bachelor's applicant needs to know: the CSCA test. CSCA stands for the China Scholastic Competency Assessment. It is a new entrance test. Starting with the 2026 to 2027 admission cycle, every international student applying for a bachelor's degree must take this exam. And if you are aiming for a scholarship, getting a strong score can make a big difference. Now, let's look at what you will need, depending on the language of your program. If you are applying for a Chinese-taught program, professional Chinese is compulsory for most students. And one important thing, this subject is available only in Chinese. There is not an English version. There are 2 versions of professional Chinese: Humanities Chinese and STEM Chinese. The version you take depends on your major. Mathematics is compulsory for everyone. Physics and chemistry are optional, but they are usually required for programs in science, engineering, agriculture, or medicine. Now, if you are applying for an English-taught program, the process is much simpler. You are completely exempt from professional Chinese. You only need to take mathematics, because it is compulsory for all applicants. Physics or chemistry will only be required if your chosen program asks for them. Now, let's go over the practical details. The CSCA test is held 5 times a year, in January, March, April, June, and December. The registration fee is 450 Chinese yuan if you are taking one subject, or 700 Chinese yuan if you are taking 2 or more subjects. You can register through the official CSCA website, csca.cn. Each subject is scored out of 100. If you take the computer-based test, you will usually receive your results within 7 working days. For the paper-based test, results normally take around 14 working days. And here is one final tip. Always check the admission requirements of your target university. The exact subjects you will need, especially physics and chemistry, can vary depending on the university and your chosen major. Now, let's go through your document checklist. You will need a copy of your passport, your high school certificate or your final diploma, your academic transcript showing your grades, a short study plan. Do not worry, I will show you exactly how to write a strong, winning study plan in a separate video. You will also need the foreigner physical examination form, which is the required medical check form, a recent passport-size photograph, proof of your English or Chinese language proficiency, your CSCA test result, a no criminal record certificate, and finally, your resume or academic CV. Now, let's clear up one thing that confuses a lot of students, the language requirement. Some universities ask for an English proficiency test, such as IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo English test. Other universities are more flexible. Instead of a test score, they will accept a letter from your previous school or college, confirming that your education was taught in English. So, depending on the university, you might not need to take an English language test at all. Now, if you are applying for a Chinese-taught program, the requirements are a little different. Most universities accept HSK Level 4. However, some of the top-ranked universities require HSK Level 5. Now, here is something that might surprise you. The CSC Scholarship is not the only way to study in China for free. Chinese cities and provincial governments also offer their own scholarship programs, and in many cases, the benefits are just as good. They can cover your full tuition fees, provide free accommodation, and even give you a monthly living allowance. For example, there is the Shanghai Government Scholarship, the Beijing Government Scholarship, the Tianjin Government Scholarship, and many others, including scholarships from Jiangsu and Zhejiang provinces. But that's not all. Many Chinese universities also offer their own scholarships. These are often called university scholarships or president scholarships. Some are fully funded, while others are partially funded. If you receive a fully funded university scholarship, the biggest difference compared to the CSC scholarship is the monthly stipend. University scholarships usually provide a living allowance of 1,000 to 2,500 Chinese yuan per month. The exact amount depends on the university you apply to. Now, let's talk about the application timeline. Applications usually open in December. Many universities close their applications between February and March. However, some universities keep their applications open until June, so do not assume every university follows the same schedule. One important thing to remember, every university has its own application deadline and its own admission requirements. Once you have shortlisted the universities you want to apply to, make a note of each university's exact deadline so you do not miss any important dates. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.